Hello, Zagro here for the first time in a long time. I've moved to a new location. Yay! That means I haven't really been online all that much. But I am somewhat back in some semblance of access to my equipment now. I just ripped the room apart looking for the camera here. And I wanted to show a little project that I just did. By the way, I finally got a Wii. Woo. And this is what this project is all about. My situation is, if you can't tell from the big wonkin' glasses, I tend to play my games rather close to the computer. Or close to the TV, as it were. Now, most of us are familiar with the way a Wii-mote works. It looks for, this cord's a little taut, it looks for two sets of lights coming from the sensor bar. Now, this is all great and good if you're 5 or 6 feet away from your television. The problem comes in is when you're trying to get close up to it. Now, in my situation, what I've done is I've gone to Yield Radio Shack and I've picked up a couple of UV LEDs, 2 resistors. These are 100 ohms, by the way, in case you're wondering, and a little battery holder. It holds 2 AA batteries, giving me about 3 volts. What I do with that little flashlight, well, I've got my battery in there. Bingo. Pop the other battery in. Close the little door. And yes, I could have actually attached a small switch to it, which would have probably made life a little bit easier, but eh. And now we have 2 little glowing LEDs that are really close together. Now, what we can do with this is get our Wii-mote a whole heck of a lot closer to the TV than we could normally. Let me just go ahead and set this up here. Go ahead and grab the camera here. Okay, now we have our fake sensor bar, and we have our Wii-mote, and the TV, and with the little fake sensor bar, we now have a cursor. A very stable and easy to use cursor. Solely for getting up close to the TV. I can go ahead and show you how this looks to the Wii. Let's see. It's on the next screen. Sensor bar. Bar position or sensitivity. We want sensitivity. Okay, okay. And this is what the Wii-mote sees. Now, when you aim it at the normal sensor bar, we get this thing the right way around here. This is what you would see. And, well, there's not much movement you can do. It would be very unstable versus that, which gives you a nice broad movement to the Wii-mote. The tilt works as well. I've went ahead and seems to be my sweet spot for getting this to work well. Let me go ahead and get it back on. This is with the this is with the miniature Wii-mote. And if I come over here to the big sensor bar at this distance, yeah, I won't even pick it up. Back over here to this one, works beautifully. Now, you might be thinking, ew, a circuit board sitting out in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, it is a little bit ugly. I'm going to stick it inside a little project box. Honestly, this circuit is so simple, I didn't even have to stick it on a piece of perf board. The perf board was just there simply because, well, it held the pieces in place, and I happened to have one. Other than that, now I can play Wii without fighting the remote. For the most part, anyway. And yes, it will work further back. I just have to adjust it. It's a little aimed up at the moment, so works better when it's aimed a little down. And as an aside, when I got the Wii, I did pick it up secondhand. I got it at a pawn shop for a very good price. And I wanted to get the new Super Mario Bros. Wii. Well, they didn't have any there, so I went ahead and I got the Zelda game. Now, I tested the unit out at the store, and it worked. You put the disc in, it spun it up, but it sounded a little rattly. I wasn't quite sure if that's how Wii's were supposed to sound that way or not. I get it home after all the funking and everything of me moving it around, and I go to try to put a disc in it. Nothing happens. I try to eject. It makes some squealing noises and nothing. So I go ahead and pop the top off, and lo and behold, what is stuck to the top of the inside of the mechanism is the game I wanted to begin with. This is a wonderful game, by the way, which I hope to be showing y'all some gameplay at some point, at least maybe once I get a new pair of glasses. Because right now, my world is out of focus. Need new peepers. So that should hopefully be happening within the next couple of weeks. If all goes well, that is. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this little adventure into hacking together something quick and easy to make your Wii-mote work closer to your TV. Now, once again, this can be set up many different ways. This one is just rigged up to sit there like that. I could tape it in place if I wanted or do some other weird thing. But it lets me get it very close to the TV, as you can see. I can even go right up to the bloody thing. But this is perfect for how I use my Wii. I'm pretty sure it would be horrible for any kind of a shooting game. But I don't have any, so, eh. Oh, yes, I am going to actually try this Twilight Princess. Sounds like a pretty decent little game. Well, this is Zebro signing out.